Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about modules in Python. So let us quickly take a look on the agenda for today's topic. I'll be discussing about what is a module in Python, how do we create a module in Python, and how do we use module in Python, what are the built-in modules in Python. So first, let us understand what is a module. It is a basic technique where the code is breaked into separate parts. Now the code which is breaked into separate parts are called as modules. So when it comes to Python module, it is a file containing Python code. It may also contain classes, functions, etc. And the basic focus, why are we breaking down this code into separate parts, is we can have minimal dependency of the module upon each other, and also the benefit if we are breaking the code into separate parts is we'll have lesser line of code, and also we can develop a single procedure for reusability of the code. And when it comes to Python module, it is a program logical or a Python script, because they are used for different applications and also for various functions as well. So let us quickly take a look on the example for our discussion today. If we want to make a calculator application, or we want to declare a code for a calculator program, then what is the basic things we required? We required addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So using module, let us learn how are we going to create a calculator application or a program. So modules can be defined by using various variables, classes, and functions. It is as simple as writing a Python code. So it is simple to create a module is to write the Python code in a file. So below is my example. As you can see here, I have defined 4 functions in which I have used 4 logical operations to perform my calculator program, and I have divided this as modules: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So let me take you to PyCharm and show you how are we going to create a module in Python. So this is my PyCharm window where I'll be creating my new file. Let me give this name as calc. So this is my file where I'll be defining 2 variables for addition, that is a comma b, and I'll ask those 2 variables to perform a plus b, that is a plus b, addition of 2 variables. Then next I need subtraction variables a comma b, and then I'll be asking those 2 variables to perform subtraction of 2 variables, and then I'll be needing multiplication, declaration of multiplication variables. Then I'll define 2 variables for my multiplication, that is a cross b, and then I'll return 2 values and ask it to perform multiplication. Sorry, here I have given. Then next is I need division. For this I need 2 variables, and then next I'll ask those 2 variables to perform division, that is a by b. So this is how we are going to create the modules in Python. So let us see how are we going to call those modules in Python in a program. So by using an import key, we can incorporate the model into program. There are many different phases to incorporate a module in a program, is by asterisk and by alias. Alias is a second name for the file which we have created by importing the modules in it. Now let me take you to PyCharm and show you how are we going to call this modules into a Python program. And we're going to create a new program here. This is my new file. So I say import calc, that is my module program, module code, as alias, that is my cal, and then next I create a new variable which will be equal to cal dot addition, and here I'll be passing 2 parameters. These are my 2 parameters. Now I print my variable, and this is my variable, you can see. Now let me show you the output. Here we get 30. So addition of 2 numbers is 30. Now if you want to perform subtraction, you can write subtraction here, and then you can change the action to sub, and then also you have to change print of subtraction. You need to give the name of your variable, and save this file and then run it. So you get 10. This is how you're going to import in one way, and the other way you will be using from calc, that is your module file, well, import addition. You'll use single actions, and then you create a new variable which will be equal to addition. That will be your action for by passing to parameters, and then you'll print your addition, and you can see the output. This is how you're gonna perform it. If you want subtraction, you can use sub. So let us see multiplication now. Mul, and I'll use multiply product. I'll give result, and then here I'll use mul, and in my output I'll give result. So here is the value what we are getting for multiplication of two variables. And let us see the other method. You can put asterisk here, and here you just have to change your functions, that is add. If I run this, so asterisk is basically for performing all the functions of your modules, and this is sub. When I run my program, you can see subtraction of two numbers can happen. Let me show you of multiplication. So here you can see the multiplication of two numbers. Then next div, you can see the division of two numbers now. So this is how we're gonna import a module into a program. So let us move forward and know what are the built-in modules in Python. Built-in modules in Python are written in C and are integrated by using Python interpreter. Built-in modules also contains the resources of specific system functions such as operating system functions, input-output functions. The built-in modules also have the storage of Python script in the standard library where it has been stored by .py extension, and it has important utilities in it. And there are many other types of built-in modules. Now this built-in modules can be used whenever we want to use it. So let us see how can we get the list of built-in modules. If we are taking help from Python to find the list of the modules, it will give us the sorted list of Python modules which are stored in our Python. So this is help in my PyCharm. I'm writing my code under Python console to get the list of my modules. Okay, so I get the list of this, then I get random, I have get pass, I have zip app. Okay, I have GC, FileCamp, Wave. Okay, these are all few modules in my Python. So let me see how are we going to use a module. If I want to perform the factorial of a number, I am taking the help of built-in module math. When I print my math dot factorial, so I want to know the factorial of 7 and I want to execute this. So let's see what's the output. So here is my output for the factorial of 7. So we'll also see with what all functions are been stored in our math built-in module. So you can see here. So it has factorial, it has square, it has cos, sine, it has degrees, it has f sum, it has LCM. So these are all the functions which are stored in our built-in modules. So the main advantage to use the built-in modules is that we don't have to write the whole structure because it is already being stored in our built-in modules. So let us check the date time built-in module as well. So when I print my date time dot, you can see what all the functions it is providing here, and I want to print the date of today, so I'll write date dot today. So it will get displaying, it will show the date of today for me in my output. So you can see here So this is how we are going to use the built-in modules in Python. So let us see what are the built-in directory functions. Built-in directory functions will return as the sorted list of strings with the names defined by um, modules such as functions, variables, and so on. And let me show you an example. If I want the directory functions of my calculator program, so what I do is I write import my file, that is calculator file, and I ask it to print the directory dir of my calculator calc. So it will show me the directory or the strings which we have used or the functions which we have used in our file or in our module. So you can see this is how the directory function works. It is showing me subtraction, multiplication, division packages which we have stored our file under, and it is also going to show the file details. It has the built-in details. Okay, this is how we are going to use the directory function. So let us move forward and know how we'll be checking the path of a module. When we import a module, Python search for the module at certain places. If it cannot find a module in built-in modules, it search through the list in sys.path. So what does it do if we are unable to find the built-in module path when we are trying to import it? It will first check in current directory, then it will check in the Python path, then it will check in the default directory. So let us see how are we going to do that. If it is not found in any, then what we'll do is we'll import .sys, and then we'll say print sys.path. So it has to give us the path of our modules. Okay, let me run this. You can see the path of our module is being displayed here. Okay, so this is how we are going to use the built-in modules, how are we going to search and how the module is being created, how are we going to use that module in a Python program. Okay, so this is all about the modules in Python, guys. So hope you liked my video. Thank you for watching it.